So today we're going to be trying to defeat the NPC with the nerfed Aquos deck. Basically, in the last update, Aquos lost one Aqua Guardian, which is their ability counter, and a big nerf to Aquos Triple Chain, which doesn't allow you to activate it while you're in battle now. But I feel like Aquos still has potential, and I'm going to try to beat the NPC today with a base Aquos deck. I basically bought this entire deck from the shop, so all my Bakugan are basically the default Gs, but let's see if we can make some clutch plays and still defeat the NPC. Okay, we get Final Judgment here, which is really nice. I'm going to use Final Judgment and then put Mantras on it, especially since I have a Marionette as well. I also have a Griffin character card, which is quite convenient, and Hydro Striver actually in my hand, so it can come in case we need it as well. I really hope that he doesn't have a ton of backfires, because that would kind of ruin my entire game plan, especially since Aquos doesn't have a lot of G boosts, but we'll see how it goes. Mantras, stand! Dude, I love the standing animation for Mantras. It's so sick. He's gonna set his gate card. It doesn't really matter where he sets his gate card because I'm not really looking to use anything adjacent, so it's okay wherever he goes. Okay, he doesn't rush me, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna use my Griffin character card right here, and then throw Griffin out because I have Hydro Striver, which means I can bring in Mantras if I need to. Something I am still looking for is definitely the correlation between Aquos and Subterra. I feel like that card is really necessary in Aquos decks. Just in case you get rushed too hard in the beginning and you don't have the right cards, you can still bring in Preus. Because Preus is my ace here. We'll see what he does. If he decides not to rush me, I'll be pretty surprised. And he doesn't rush me, okay. I got a Water Refrain ability card. Okay. I think I'm going to play a little aggro here against his Preus and hope for the best. I'm going to probably bring in Griffin just in case I need to pull Mantras in as well. But I think what'll happen is I'm going to throw on Preus card just to make sure if he has a character card, I'm not completely screwed. But also I have Dive Mirage, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good situation. Okay, let's see what happens. It is a Preus character card, which is great, because now my Preus is actually higher than his by 10 Gs, so he has to make the first move. Okay, he's going to use Fire Judge, which is going to be 200 Gs, which is way too much for me to handle. So I'm going to use Dive Mirage here from my Griffin onto his Preus card. He's gonna Wall Burst, which is gonna suck because I only have Water Refrain. And what Water Refrain will do is it'll basically nullify everything in the chain, which is not ideally what I want here. So since he's using Wall Burst on my Dive Mirage, I'm going to actually use I'm gonna end turn first to just see what the chain ends in. So he's gonna actually come to my Griffin, and then he's gonna throw his Limulus out. Okay. So it is a little buggy with the Wall Burst on Dive Mirage. It's his turn, so I'm gonna let this clock above tick down. Okay, now that it's my turn, I'm going to... My character card is nullified because it reflected my Dive Mirage. I'm going to Hydro Striver, and I'm going to bring in my Preus here to help with my Griffin because it has higher Gs. I'm just scared he can outboost me here. Okay, nice. Praeus is in. We have 690 Gs to his 435. Please do not have a crazy amount of boosts. Nice. We take out Praeus. That's a big win here. And we have a Marionette still, which is also very nice. I think what I want to do is I want to bring one of his Bakugan to my Praeus. And actually, I'm going to use Griffin here instead, because if Griffin dies on my card, I still have outplay potential. But if my Praeus dies, I still have Praeus cards in my deck. If I'm gonna have to sack someone, I'd rather sack Griffin, basically. I'm definitely gonna be taking this Serpenoid and moving it to my Griffin here. I really hope he doesn't have Wall Burst. He shouldn't. He actually does have Wall Burst again, which is crazy. That's very unlucky. Okay, now I'm in a bit of a pickle, because if my Praeus gets moved, I'll be really sad. But if my Praeus doesn't get moved, I'll be very happy, because he has a Praeus character card set. So please, game, just don't move my Praeus. I'm gonna be cooked if you do. You somehow pull 2 Wall Bursts on me, and I have lower Gs. Just don't move Praeus, game. Come on. Okay, still my turn. Okay, that's not horrible. Yes, my Griffin dies, but you know what? This is definitely acceptable. Now I have to bank on a 50-50 that one of his Bakugan will move. So hopefully one of his Bakugan moves. Okay, he actually throws onto my Praeus card. I don't know why he would throw onto Praeus character card unless he has a backfire. Does he have a backfire? Let's see. He could just be sacking, to be honest. Okay, he's just sacking. So now we're up in gate cards. And we get a Dive Mirage. This is huge. So I'm going to be throwing onto my Final Judgment with my Praeus. And if he goes to my Mantris card, I can still Dive Mirage in. I think we have this in the bag. I just got really lucky that my Praeus didn't get pulled and he had a bunch of boosts, because if my Praeus died, I'd be in a bit of a pickle for sure. So now it doesn't really matter what gate card he goes to. Okay, he's gonna go to Mantris because of course I don't get the right gate card that I wanted him to go to, but it's okay. I'm gonna activate my Aquos 150 card. He's gonna use Backfire. I'm going to Water Refrain that right now. And then I'm gonna end turn. Yep, see, he has a bunch of boosts. So, of course, I'm gonna have to Dive Mirage now. He ran out of Wall Burst because he's used both of them, which is fantastic. And I actually drew a Dive Mirage, which was really lucky, to be honest. So now we double team him. We have 915 Gs. There's no way he can reach 915 Gs. And yeah, so the base Aquos deck still coming out on top against the NPC, even though it had 2 nerfs, which is pretty nice. I think Aquos is still decent, even though it has been nerfed twice. I definitely don't think it was justifiable to nerf 2 parts of Aquos at the same time. I think that this deck in general is still good. It's still usable, as you can see, but I definitely understand why some Aquos players would be a little bit upset, because obviously 2 Aqua Guardians are really good, and I would definitely run 2 Aqua Guardians if I were playing Aquos as my main. Thank you to all my patrons for supporting my channel: Arnal, Darius, Dylan, and MJC. If you'd like to support my channel, my membership is up.